Alright, hello and welcome to another Why Would You Use? So today we're going to be going over another weapon that is, for me, not a personal choice, but I can't really argue with how the weapon performs. And that weapon is the Latron Prime. So this is a just generally, well in its use anyway, pretty basic single-shot rifle. Nothing too special to write home about. It's mostly just not a firing style that I really prefer, and in general is just not my thing. But it performs really well and you can get some insanely high damage with this weapon. So I'm using a very basic mod set, just critical mods and then pretty much just raw damage with split chamber in there. Nothing really crazy here, pretty much just as basic as it gets. And obviously if you were to Forma, this would be significantly stronger. And if I were to Forma, I might add critical delay. Yeah, I'll probably add... Hold on, let me see how much that adds, actually. I would consider critical delay if I was forming this weapon. But, as it stands, still fairly good. 5.5, you're going to want to be getting your headshots because you're not at, like, 100% critical or super close to it or anything. But when you are getting those critical headshots, you're going to be doing jaw-dropping damage. And in general, you're going to kick out a lot of damage anyway, as long as you hit those weak points. Because this weapon has some significantly high stats. Like, it's nothing to scoff at in terms of damage, especially with how fast you can fire. So, let's get this started. So, I should also mention, again, this is not a weapon that I prefer to use, so it is, it might be a little rough. Since this is one of those guns where it's like, I don't really like how this gun fires, so it's just not my thing. But, of course, if it is something that you enjoy, it's a very good gun in terms of just, like, stats. Also, there's, like, an aside. The variants of this gun are also, like, a little quirky, and, like, they just change up how the gun works very slightly. And by the variants, I mean, like, the Latron Wraith. Those just change up how... Oh, die. Dang it. I was missing his head. Ancient heads are so finicky sometimes. Oh, nope. Just reload this gun. Also, obviously, this is a gun that would prefer to be at range if at all possible, so... Not helping it out much by putting it in close quarters. There we go, Bombard's dead. Bombards in like heavy units like the gunners, whenever you're practice with this weapon or using a damage type they're weak to, this gun is actually fantastic against them. And I'm using radiation to supplement that a little bit, because of this weapon's pretty high general status chance. That missile's gone. No, it's right there. Missile's right there. It's chasing me. It's down on all fours, about 30 feet back. Alright. There's that. Ancient, who's actually not close enough to enemies to really make a huge difference this time, which is strange. Oh, there you are. There you are. There you go. That's for you. You take the death. Real good. Okay. But yeah. That's the Latron Prime. It's just a style of weapon that I don't prefer, but if you like single-shot weapons, this is probably going to be your thing. Like, if you enjoy the single-shot nature of this gun, it's solid. It's real good. I see this used at endgame not super frequently. Like, I don't see it as much as Soma Prime, but I think that might just be, like, more of, like, a general, maybe, like, ease of, like, acquiring it. And I know a lot of other people recommend the Soma Prime a lot. But, like, this is just, this is probably right about just as good. Like, if nullifiers were less of a thing, this is probably right close to the Soma Prime. And if it's your style, it's probably going to be a weapon that you will get a lot of use out of. And that's why you would use the Latron Prime. See you guys tomorrow.